Do you know that Ignatius of Loyola had a police record? Ignatius must be one of the only saints that has a police record. What was that record against him, we really don't know. But one thing we know, his early days were a carefree life. The only thing he wanted was fame. And the woman of his life was none other than Catalina, the princess, the king's daughter. And then, in order to make a name for himself, he fought in the Battle of Pamplona and refused to give up until the cannonball struck his leg and shattered his leg. With his leg being shattered, the fort collapsed. Not just the fort, all the dreams of Ignatius now collapsed. It was completely over. The cannonball moment of his life. We Jesuits are celebrating that cannonball moment. It was the 20th of May, 1521. But so important is that day that we're celebrating the whole year from May this year to July next year. Because that cannonball moment changed, transformed Ignatius of Loyola. It transformed Ignatius from the soldier in arms to the barefooted pilgrim. It transformed him from a knight in valor to the founder of the Society of Jesus below the standard of the cross. It transformed him from self-glory to God's greater glory. What does this cannonball moment mean for each one of us? Remember St. Paul? He had his cannonball moment when on the way to Damascus he fell off his horse and life was changed. We remember Francis of Assisi in that sickness and all that turmoil. Because of that moment, his life was changed. Each one of us have that moment. We are told when we have reached the dead end, God gives us a detour if we are ready to look at it. What happens? A new beginning, a new life, but only God can do it. That is the focus. The shattering cannonball moment is when you let God take charge of your life. Everything is now different. From tomorrow onwards, we start the Triduum in preparation for the Feast of Ignatius of Loyola on the 31st. Each of these 3 days, I will take one aspect of the life of Ignatius and see what we can draw for ourselves to live our lives. But now for you, what was your cannonball moment when God shattered your life or made some transformation in your life? Something that you were holding on to now disappeared and now something new has begun.